All right, guys. Welcome to WMMA Now Live Fight Companion for Combate Americas Reinas card. So, welcome aboard, everyone. Gonna get waiting on the fights to get started. Apparently, they've already had 2 amateur female fights, and from what I've read on SureDog, one of the ladies got pro-copped. Hopefully, that video will show up online somewhere. I'd love to see that. Otherwise, I think there was like 1 male fight that already started. But the live broadcast on DAZN is just getting started now. They've got the male commentator and Juliana Velasquez on the screen. I moved my TV over so I could watch it on full TV instead of switching back and forth on the monitor. Looks like we got someone in. Viewer, welcome, welcome. Just getting started. Got my energy drink ready. And then I'll be switching to whiskey once that's done. Damn, who is that girl? I don't know, some hostess. I'm not going to worry about that. So we've got a pretty good, interesting fight card tonight. On the prelims, first ladies fight is going to be Yasmin Waragai, who weighed in at 114.9. versus Daniela Espinoza at 115.3. Combate's website says that's a flyweight fight. I don't know why, because I'm reading the weigh-in results. A couple of male fights before that. Oscar Jacare Suarez versus Mikey Malicious Reyes. That's at flyweight. And then we have Jose Froggy Estrada versus Adrian Guzman. And that's a catchweight 150 pounds. And then there's the Uruguay versus Espinoza fight. And then on the main card, we have Eric Ghost Pepper Gonzalez versus my man, Juan Shik Park, the Korean gangster, sporting his shirt tonight, which is pretty rare for me. I don't normally wear anyone's shirts if I'm going to do, like, broadcast live about their fights. But you know what? This is a ladies and women's MMA channel, and this is a guy, so I don't feel so bad about it. Let's see what else we got. After that, we have Paulina Firefox Granados versus Gloria Gloriosa Bravo. That is at atom weight. Both fighters made weight at 106 pounds. Then the co-main event is a strawweight battle. Kira Mogwai Bottari weighed in at 115.9 versus Francis Hitgirl Hernandez at 116. And then the main event is going to be another strawweight battle. Melissa Supermelli Martinez, 115.5 versus Caroline Gallardo, who weighed in at 116. That should be a very good fight. If you've never seen a Supermelli fight, you're missing out. But you'll get to see one tonight. So I'm watching this on DAZN. Apparently, it's also being simulcast on Univision. I don't know. I've never watched Univision in my life that I can remember. Maybe I did when I was living in Vegas and forgot about it. But I'm not going to pay extra money for a channel that in a language I don't even speak. Anyway, it looks like they're getting ready to promote the first fight up, possibly. They're doing a preview for something, for one of the fights, one of the men's fights. So we're just getting ready for the start of the first fight, whichever one that's going to be. Welcome to everyone watching. The chat room is open, so feel free to chime in. Fabian Contreras in the chat says, "What's going on, man? How can I watch this?" So I'm watching on the DAZN app, or you can go to DAZN.com if you have a subscription. It's either $19.99 a month, or you can pay $99.99 for the full year, and then you get Bellator, Combate, Fight Nights Global, KSW, Road FC, EFC. That's 6 MMA promotions that broadcast on DAZN. And then there's boxing on almost every weekend if you're a boxing fan. There's actually a really good fight happening in just a little bit, also on DAZN. Srisaket Sorenbasai is rematching Estrada. That's one of the Fight of the Year contenders from last year, and should be a pretty good fight tonight as well. Almost a shame I'm missing it for Combate, but I did not want to miss this event. That's for sure. So this is, let me see which fight this is up right now. I believe this is Oscar Jacare Suarez versus Mikey Malicious Reyes. Yep, this is going to be the Suarez versus Reyes fight. Let me bring up the... So Michael Reyes is making his way to La Jaula right now. He's from the U.S. He's 5-4. He's taking on Oscar Suarez of Spain, who is 4-2. I'm not familiar with either of these guys. Apparently, this is a flyweight fight. Fabian Contreras in the chat says, "Let's go, champ. My homegirl from Mexico in the 5th fight." Who's your homegirl? By the way, let's go, champ. I like that. Always makes me think of Shannon the Cannon Briggs. Let's go, champ. Let's go, champ. I love Shannon Briggs. WM Contreras, Yasmin Haragui? I don't know. I'm not familiar. I have no idea how you pronounce her name. I'm waiting for them to say it later. Gonna turn my volume down real low. Don't want it picking up over the microphone. So Oscar Suarez, 4-2. He's out of Tenerife, Spain. I have no idea where that is in Spain. Dude looks like a flyweight too. He's skinny as hell. And Mike Malicious Martinez. I like the shirts his corners have. It looks like reminds me a lot of the Hulkamania shirts. That says malicious. Michael Reyes is out of Oxnard, California, 5-4-1. Oxnard. So we're about to get this first fight started. Hey, Frank Triggs refereeing. Twinkle Toes. So Suarez is in like the gray with red shorts. Reyes is in the green, like a lime. They're like a lime green. Yeah, lime green shorts. All right, so they're in the center of the cage. Ooh, Reyes throwing some kicks and now some punches. Backing up Suarez. Oh, Reyes drops Suarez. Suarez gets back up. Reyes going for that overhand left again. Reyes in the southpaw position. Bit of pummeling right now. Now they're up against the cage. Reyes has his back to the cage. He's about to pummel out. Yep. Get Suarez there. Looks like he might get Suarez down. Nope. Double underhooks. Now he's dropping. Suarez, doing nice job. Nice whizzer. Doing a nice job of staying on the feet. Fighting off Reyes. Reyes has him up in the air now. Boom! Slams him down to the ground in the guard. Already passing the half guard. Nope, now he's back to butterfly. So Reyes in the guard of Suarez. Pushing him up against the cage. Looking to create some distance to start landing some strikes. Suarez trying to kick him off. Reyes landing a couple of short elbows there to the head of Suarez. Reyes starting to land some punches now. Still in the guard of Suarez. He's backing off a little bit. Standing up over Suarez. We'll see if Suarez gives him, if he backs up. Nope, he's trying to go back in. Suarez working the up kicks now. So they're back to their feet, but Reyes is not giving Suarez any breathing room. Already clinching him up against the fence again. He's about to pick him back up and slam him back down. Oh, but Suarez, well, he tried to reverse it, tried to go for it, slip out and go for an armbar. But now he's back. He's got Reyes stacking him right up against the cage there. Reyes now in side control. And Suarez trying to create some distance with his leg. He's being a little bit counterintuitive. He needs to try to create distance. Try to get back to guard. But Reyes. Oh, Suarez gets back to full guard now. Ooh, Reyes trying to land some ground and pound. There's about a minute 16 left in the first round here. Suarez has his arm around Reyes' head. He was trying to get back up, but nope, not working for him. Reyes doing very good with the pressure. Now he's letting back up. Stood up for a second to get some space for some punches. Now he's back in the guard. I don't want to say Suarez is in survival mode with 25 seconds left in the first, but, you know, he's just trying to do anything right now other than get pummeled. Reyes doing a nice job. Reyes has not stopped working offensively at all this round. I mean, he has been on the offensive. And there goes the end of the bell. That round was all Reyes. You could easily argue for a 10-8 for that. I mean, Suarez had no offense whatsoever that round. Yeah, I would definitely argue for a 10-8 round there. I mean, Reyes was just that dominant. Dropped him once. Took him down twice and was in complete control both times. If I was in Suarez's corner, I would tell him, you know, try to keep the distance. Don't let Reyes close any distance and try to keep him apart, stay on the feet, because right now Suarez was getting, outworked on the ground, just straight up outclassed. All right, so seconds are out, and they're ready for the second round. Suarez with a kick there. Suarez starting to. Ooh. Reyes again throwing some heavy punches. All right, so Reyes has Suarez down again. Ooh, Suarez, nice scramble there. Able to get back to his feet. Still with his back against the cage, though. Reyes still pushing forward. Lands a couple punches, drops down. He's dropping down for another takedown. Gets Suarez up in the air again and drops him for a takedown. Just less than a minute into the second round. Reyes now really starting to land some ground and pound. Trying to the head of Suarez. Suarez doing his best to block it, but not doing anything to try to do anything else. And then Frank Trigg steps in and he stops it. So that's like a minute and 27 seconds roughly of the second round from malicious Michael Reyes. TKO victory. Looks like we got a female ring doctor. There's Alberto Del Rio. All right, so waiting on an official announcement. To me, it looked like about a minute and 27 seconds of the second round, but we'll have to see. That was just dominant by Michael Reyes. Just a dominant performance by him. Very nice to see. Yeah, he was just pouring on the ground and pound, going for hammer fists, elbows. Suarez was just trying to cover up and couldn't do anything. So good stoppage there by Twinkle Toes, Frank Trigg, referee. Looks like Frank Trigg putting on some weight. Ooh, no. Gotta cut that out early. Oh, that does work a little bit. All right. So there goes the first televised fight. Hopefully they won't have too long of a break before the next one. So Combate is broadcasting from Los Angeles tonight. They're at the Gallon Center. But they're getting ready for another event in California coming up in Stockton. As far as ladies go, that one's going to have Zoila Frausto. But she was originally scheduled to be on this card. I don't think they were able to find an opponent for her in time. So they rescheduled her for the Stockton card. No word yet on an opponent for. I'm experimenting with this colored light I have. So still waiting on the next fight. Restroom break if you need to. I'm good for now myself. Oh, coming up next is Estrada versus Guzman, so another men's fight. That's Jose Froggy Estrada, 5-2, taking on Adrian Guzman, 4-0, undefeated. That looks like the 150 catchweight bout there. Yep, 150 pounds. So we got Estrada coming off a loss to Reyes Marroquin. That was 5 months ago at a Combate event. Adrian Guzman is undefeated. Last fought at a Combate event 2 months ago. He's coming off a TKO win. Head kick to ground and pound over Ryan Renault. Should be a good action fight. You know, that's one thing I love about Combate is, you know, one of their mottos is mucho más action, means much more action. So you're not always going to get the most skilled guys. I mean, a lot of their fighters are, you know, regional level, like decent regional level fighters, decent to good. But man, you're going to get a lot of action fights. Not much lay and pray or Wallenstall going on in Combate. So that's what I like about them. They're talking to Michael Reyes right now. Jennifer Sturger's interviewing him. Outside the cage. No idea what they're talking about, though. Let's look at each of these upcoming fighters. Let's take a look at Jose Estrada real quick. He's 5-2. As I said, he's coming off a loss to Reyes Marroquin. That was at Combate 28 in November. Unanimous decision. Before that, he had 2 straight wins over Isaac Hernandez, TKO due to punches in the first round. September of 2017. He had a canceled bout. And then April of 2018, he defeated Rudy Morales due to TKO from punches. And that was at in the second round. And that was at, Combate 20, Estrellas. I think I watched that one. I think I watched that event. I can't remember. So Adrian Guzman making his entrance. He trains out of Ralph's House Gym. Few fighters on Combate I've seen train out of that same gym. First time I mentioned it, I was like, who is Ralph and why are they training out of his house? And then I realized, oh, that's just the name of the gym. I thought it was like a TJ Dillashaw thing where, you know, he's training with that Calavita, and they're literally training, like they're literally like doing all their workouts out of his garage. So Guzman now inside the cage, gonna get ready for Jose Froggy Estrada to make his entrance. Froggy coming out wearing a sombrero, and it looks like a poncho as well. representing. He's displaying both the U.S. and Mexican flags. You know, he's got a nice bright red poncho and a big white sombrero. According to the graphic, he's unbeaten as a Estrada is unbeaten as a featherweight. Although he is coming off a loss, so maybe. Oh, that was. Wait, yeah, that's wrong because he's coming off a loss at featherweight according to Tapology back in November. Unless Tapology is wrong, which wouldn't be the first time Tapology has something wrong. All right, so Jose Estrada circling the cage now. Dude's got a thick torso, man. Big shoulders, too. 450 pounds. Let's see what his height is, because he's looking pretty stocky. 5'6", so he's about an inch shorter than I am. Guzman's the taller fighter by 3 inches. He's 5'9". Don't have a reach for Guzman. 68-inch reach for Estrada. For Froggy. Adrian Guzman out of Parlier, California. As I said earlier, he's representing Ralph's House Gym. Yeah, I see a couple of fighters from Combate training out of Ralph's House Gym, according to Tapology. Let's see. Estrada's out of Fillmore, California, according to the graphics. We're going to get ready for this 150-pound catchweight fight to start. Estrada is looking pumped up. Got some fans in the crowd wearing some El Froggy shirts. Woo! At 3-inch height, that's only a 3-inch height difference, but man, Guzman looking big. Not as beefy as Estrada, though. Estrada's freaking ripped. Estrada's 4 years older, 28 to 24 for Guzman. All right, so got started the first round here. Guzman taking the center of the cage. Ooh! Estrada drops Guzman right away. Guzman gets back up. Oh! Guzman drops Estrada to his knees. Estrada in survival mode. Guzman going for a guillotine now. Has his legs wrapped around in the guard. Estrada's, he's got that in deep. Estrada's struggling. He's trying to get out. He gets his head out. Estrada now in the guard of Guzman. Guzman might regret that. Oh, Guzman making his way back up. Now Estrada has a guillotine. Lets it go to knee him. Estrada throwing leather. Oh, Guzman hits him with a nice left hook. Both fighters back to the center of the cage now. quick start to this round. Barely a minute in. Both of them are throwing leather. The way these two are throwing. Oh, they're throwing some hard punches. Estrada is a little more wild. Guzman a little more accurate, but Estrada is definitely throwing more. Guzman going to the body as well. Guzman tries a flying knee, but falls, slips. Oh, looks like Guzman might have stunned, or excuse me, Estrada might have stunned Guzman a little bit, pushed him against the cage, but they're back off, back to the center. Guzman throwing some very loopy punches, like he's going top, body, top again. A lot of uppercuts and a lot of hooks. Guzman again landing that left hand. Excuse me, that was Estrada. I'm sorry. Estrada's in the green shorts. Guzman in the black shorts with the USA flag. Another left hand lands for Estrada. And another left lands for Estrada. Guzman landing his jab, but Estrada keeps going through it to land his own punches. Estrada now has Guzman up against the cage. Estrada dropping for a single and gets it. As Suarez or Guzman down. Guzman back to his feet. Eats a body kick. Another left lands for Estrada. Estrada keeps coming forward on Guzman. I should just start calling. I think I'm just going to start calling him Froggy. Froggy has a cut on his right eyebrow. Another left lands for Froggy. Oh. They're getting sloppy. We got ourselves a slobber knocker. These guys are going at it. There's about a minute and 15 left. Will we see the end of the first round? Man, these guys are throwing. Guzman's starting to land some nice shots now. Getting mucho action in the first round here. Estrada still coming forward, wading through the jabs of Guzman to land his punches. Oh, nice. 1-2 by Guzman or Estrada there by Froggy. Looks like we got a little bit of a low blow there on Froggy. Ref stopped it, give him a timeout. Give him a little bit of a stretch. About 30 seconds left. 30 seconds exactly left in the first round. Oh, yeah, he ate that one. Oh, that was right up the middle. Estrada now walking around a little bit. Not allowed to go to his corner, though. Can't go to his corner. Estrada's looking ready. Yep, he's ready. They're going to start the action again. Estrada coming forward with a big looping punch, but misses. Guzman throwing some back. Guzman tried throwing a knee again. That knocked him a little bit off balance. Oh, both are coming forward now. Must be about 10 seconds left because they already took down the clock. And Estrada eats a jab by Guzman right as the bell sounds. And that's the end of the first round. I am surprised that made it out of the first, guys. I'm not going to lie. I thought that was going to end in the first. So we'll have to see if we get a finish in the second round here, because I thought we were going to get one. Hope they didn't gas themselves out, especially Estrada. Estrada was throwing everything. Boom. Yeah, Estrada staggered him good with that right hand. Net replay. Jumped him back again with the counter left there. Looks like Estrada also has some blood behind his ear. Not sure what that's from. All right, so we're getting ready to start. Here we go. Started the second round. Estrada versus Guzman. 150-pound catchweight fight. All right, the center of the cage. Get ready to trade. Kick goes high for Guzman, blocked by Estrada. Estrada eats a nice left hand. Wades right through it. He's going to try to go for a takedown on Guzman. Gets Guzman down against the cage there. Estrada now in the guard of Guzman. Guzman going for the guillotine again. This one's actually looking tighter than it was in the first round. But I would not be surprised if he's forced to give it up. Wow, Estrada picking up Guzman. Drops Guzman down. Guzman gives up the rear naked. Estrada going now for the back of Guzman. Yep, Estrada on the back of Guzman, trying to land some punches. Looks to be going for rear naked choke. Got both hooks in. He's going for the rear naked now. He's got Guzman stretched out. Estrada's got that choke in deep now. Guzman is in trouble. He is arching him. He's got him stretched out. He is arching him. Oh, he gives up on the choke. Estrada back to his knees. No, excuse me. Guzman's back on his knees. Estrada flat, knocks him back down. Oh, Estrada's under, and Guzman taps. Guzman taps. Second round rear naked choke submission for Jose Froggy Estrada. Missed the time. That was a nice transition to the back there. Very fast. He sank in that choke real quick. Didn't get it the first time. Made the adjustment he needed and gets it back in. It was even deeper the second time, and Guzman had no choice but to tap. Very nice finish for El Froggy. Ooh, he's on top of the cage looking pumped. No idea what he's shouting, but man. There's the second choke. Yeah. Boom. Like you saw the moment the arm went from on chin to under in the neck. Guzman tapped within like less than a second later. Very nice win for El Froggy. Yeah, wow, Michael Reyes already back out in a suit. He just fought in the last fight. He's in a pinkish, purplish, crushed velvet suit. That has to be the most I can't even say anything. I'd get in trouble. It'd be like the most Vato looking thing, I guess. I don't know. Nice looking suit, though. He's pulling it off. Now, Froggy got sombrero back on, announced as a winner. I missed the official time, however. Sorry about that, guys. All right, we'll see if he gets interviewed. Not right now. Not right away, at least. Nope. They're going to clear out the cage. So that means the next fight is going to be either Yasmin Wargi versus Daniela Espinoza, or it's going to be Eric Gus Pepper Gonzalez versus Korean gangster Wonshik Park. Ooh, I hope it's Park. Actually, showing the advertisements for the Danny Jacobs versus Canelo Alvarez fight. I'm looking forward to that one myself. That should be a good fight. I mean, you're talking, if that were on a regular pay-per-view, that's like a $70, $75 pay-per-view right there. And it's on freaking DAZN. Blows my mind. DAZN just making it rain on boxers. And supporting MMA too, because Bellator is going to post their first profitable year ever thanks to DAZN. But man, DAZN basically paying guys a good amount of money guaranteed, and now fighters don't even have to worry about pay-per-view. It's a risky move, but it could pay off big time, especially with Canelo. I mean, Canelo fans. I mean, Canelo is legit the only pay-per-view boxing star in America. I mean, legit could sell an event by himself. All right, Super Melly. Are you serious? They're saying coming up main event. What the heck? Combate's getting confusing anymore, man. I don't know if it's because of their deal with freaking Univision and Univision Deportes. I don't know what's going on. If they're going to show the main event next, it's only the third fight televised. Has to be something to do with Univision or having it recorded to be broadcast on Univision later. I don't know what's going on. I hope that was a mistake and that fight's not next. Otherwise, why are you going to have your main event and then the rest of them are post-limbs? It just throws. This is like the second or third event in a row Combate's done this. So Juliana now talking about how this main card is supposed to be dedicated to all females. So Froggy Estrada now being interviewed. By Jen Sturgis. Updating something on Sherdog here. Yeah. All right, so we'll go ahead and take a look at the main event because it seems like that's going to be up next. Melissa Supermelli Martinez versus Carolyn Taz Gallardo. So Supermelli undefeated at 5-0. Most recent fight coming off a TKO due to body kick and punches over Francis Hernandez 6 months ago. Wow. Doesn't seem like 6 months ago I watched that fight, but okay. Carolyn Gallardo, on the other hand, is 3-2. Lost her first 2 fights and now is on a 3-fight win streak. First 2 wins. First 4 fights all in a promotion called Guerra Campbell. And then her last fight was in Beatdown 3. Gallardo is out of Santiago, Chile. Supermelli, of course, out of Mexico. Looking at the stats, 5-1 for Gallardo, 5-2 for Supermelli. So both of them on the short end of straw weights. Closer to atom weight height. Froggy Estrada still getting interviewed. Man, this is a long interview. He's got a lot to say. Dude's pretty jacked. He's still bleeding out of that cut on his eyebrow. So we're waiting on waiting on Froggy Estrada to shut up during his interview already. There we go. Oh, they're back to Pena and the other dude now. And they're with the bantamweight champ. Combate only has 1 championship so far. It's in the bantamweight division. It's a nice looking belt, though. Has all the Latin American flags circling around it. You know, the downside to having fast finishes is always the waiting game afterwards. Unfortunately, I mean, it's just a reality. Sucks, but that's life. All right, guys, so it looks like they're not in any hurry to get the main event started. So smoke if you got them. Take a pee break if you need to. Myself, I'm going to go get some ice real quick and pour myself a whiskey because that's what I like to drink when I watch fights. Be right back. All right, that was fast. Now to decide which whiskey I want to start with. I gotta open that one. What's this one? I gotta open that too. Ugh. All right, so I'm going to start with Elijah Craig. It's a 94 proof bourbon out of Kentucky. I believe this is made by Heaven Hill. It's a Heaven Hill company. Oh, Elijah Craig Distillery, Bardstown. Yep, that's Heaven Hill. Is the parent company. This is a very spicy bourbon. If you've never had it, I think it might be a high rye bourbon. By high rye, I mean it contains a decent amount of rye for a bourbon. Bourbon has to be at least 51% corn. And then you can fill it. Then you can make the rest whatever you want. Usually, well, there's always some malted barley in there to get the yeast going. But some distillers put wheat. Some use rye. I think this one's a higher rye just because it's very spicy. Ooh, yeah. That's a very spicy bourbon. Don't need my Tums already. All right, guys, so it looks like they're about, okay, finally, they're going to preview early main event tonight. Main event being Melissa Supermelli Martinez versus, what's her name? Carolyn Taz Gallardo. Supermelli is a southpaw. Gallardo's an orthodox fighter. Oh, showing a replay from Melly's last fight against Francis Hernandez. Yeah, she got her with that kick. It must have gone straight to her liver. Fabian Contreras, if you're still watching, looks like you got to wait a little bit longer for Yasmin to fight. Supermelli fighting with braces on. That's a tough chick right there. I mean, mouthpiece or no, you take a good shot to the mouth, and you're gonna mess those braces up. You just getting cut up inside your mouth. That's risky. Back when I was in school, I had braces on, and I wrestled, and I learned the hard way to wear a mouthpiece when wrestling with braces, because I was wrestling and my mouth, I kind of like grimaced during a match, and freaking one of the brackets caught on my opponent's singlet and tore the bracket out. It was just hanging there. I had to get it repaired. Certainly wouldn't want to get punched. Oh, no, what are they talking about? Gotta love these delaying tactics. Another, some advertisement now in a barber shop. That must be something to do with the boxing. Oh, yeah, I think that's Danny Jacobs. Yeah. Guys, we might still be waiting for a while. So like I said earlier, smoke them if you got them. Reading some of these reactions to Tito Ortiz. I don't know how I missed it. Apparently, Gamble McLaren signed Tito Ortiz to a Combate Americas contract cage side. Find this out on Sherdog. I don't know how I missed this earlier. Must have been off camera. So it'll be interesting seeing Tito Ortiz in the Combate cage, or as they like to call it, La Jaula. I don't care what anyone says. I'll watch Tito Ortiz any day, whether he's winning, whether he's getting beat up. I'll watch Tito anytime because the guy is pure entertainment. And he's always funny, even when he's not trying to be funny. And that's not necessarily a good thing. The dude is unintentionally funny. Like, he's trying to be serious about stuff. I mean, Tito Ortiz just brings the gems. Like, they made a meme on Sherdog of his face when Chael Sonnen was calling him out back in Bellator. All right, so now they're finally showing a good preview of Gallardo versus Martinez. Hopefully it means the fight's up next. What the heck? No, I never thought about it before, but having to watch this on mute, it's kind of actually good that they're speaking in Spanish because they're putting up, the subtitles. So now I can know what they're saying. I'm showing some overall highlights of Combate. Tell you what, Combate's got some awesome highlights. All right, come on, get to the fight already. See, this is why I'm almost confident that it's Univision that is driving the bout order the last few events, because but they used to actually pretty much stick to their bout order, and in the last few events they've gone totally weird and out of order lately, and I'm pretty sure it has to do with the broadcast on Univision. Either they're broadcasting it live or they're recording it and putting certain fights in a certain order so that they can record it and edit them and, edit the order that they're in for presentation. Express, Juliana Velasquez, more talking. Guys, more talking. So, I mean, I don't mean to drive you away from the stream, but hey, smoke if you got them. Restroom break if you haven't already, because they're putting us through some BS right now. Of course, my suggestion, go pour yourself a nice drink. Or it's whiskey, cocktail, cerveza. It's always nice to have a nice drink when you're watching fights. Just don't overdo it. All right, they're showing a nice statistic there for Super Melly. You know, she's 5-0 and 4 finishes. And then Gallardo is 3-2 with 2 finishes. So high finishing rate for both of these ladies. So very good chance that this fight doesn't go to the judges either. It must be nice being a judge, having to go to Combate Americas, because they do have an overall high finish rate. So it's like you're not even going through 3 full rounds of having to write down your crap. So judges definitely have it easy for them. Excuse me. Still more. Nothing going on right now. Sorry about that, guys. Can't help it. Wish I had more come up with something to just talk about. But nothing going on right now, so. Okay, I think they're finally going to get ready to bring the fighters out. So we're going to get ready for the main event here. Main event, Melissa Martinez versus Carolyn Gallardo. There we go. They're bringing up the graphic. The tail of the tape. Well, maybe not tail of the tape, just graphic of the two of them. Maybe? Please? Yes? No? I don't know. All right, yes. So Carolyn Gallardo about to make her way to the ring. Excuse me, to La Jaula. So I'm reading about Tito Ortiz signing with them. No debut or future opponent set yet. But Tito Ortiz is signed for a fight with Combate Americas sometime in the future. All right, so both fighters in the cage. That was fast. Announcer making his announcement. Oh, Super Melly's in the blue corner. Okay. Super Melly, Melissa Martinez, 5-0 out of Mexico City, Mexico. Carolyn Taz Gallardo. She's got a strong look. She's got some strong looking shoulders there. Some nicely defined arms for a little chick. She's very stout, I think is the right word. I think that's the word I want to use for her. She's got like a stout build, nice shoulders and arms. All right, Yosemite Sam himself, Mike Beltran, is the referee for this fight. The early main event. There's still a bunch of fights to go, though, guys. So, okay, Gallardo, tell the tape. Gallardo is older by 1 year, 22 to 21. She's also 1 inch taller, 5'1" to 5 foot, according to these graphics. And Martinez has a 2-inch reach advantage, 64 to 62 inches. Which makes sense at longer reach because Gallardo, with those big traps and arms, she does look like she has some shorter arms. That's something I wonder. All right, so both fighters, just a little bit of filling out process so far in this first round here, about 50 seconds in. Gallardo coming forward with some punches, but swinging at air. Martinez staying out of the range. Low kick there lands for Gallardo. Left there from Super Melly, I would think missed its mark. Two still trying to find their range here. Ooh, nice counter there by Martinez. But Gallardo stings her with another right. Looked like a nice counter elbow there by Martinez that time on that flurry. Low kick by Martinez, staggers Gallardo, and then she recovers and throws a high kick. Gallardo coming forward again. Gallardo's coming forward, but she's kind of swinging kind of wild. Nice jab there by Martinez. Another low kick by Martinez, answered by a flurry from Gallardo. Gallardo being the aggressor, she'll follow Martinez around as she circles, but Gallardo not moving, using any angles of her own. She's just coming straight forward with the attacks, allowing Martinez to get out of the way. Ooh, takedown there by Gallardo off a caught low kick from Martinez. Gallardo in side control, but Martinez recovers to full guard now. Gallardo, nope. Gallardo posturing up in Martinez's guard, looking to land some punches. Now she's standing over Martinez. Martinez throwing some up kicks. Oh, Martinez gets up. Eats some knees from Gallardo. Nice jab there by Martinez. Martinez now in an no, that's southpaw. Sorry. One or two punches land there for Gallardo. Ooh, nice push kick by Martinez. Got a few people watching now. How you guys doing tonight? Enjoying the fight so far? Finally got the next fight started. About a minute 15 left in the first round. Martinez just circling around Gallardo. Ooh, Martinez comes forward with a 1-2. Lands the right cross. Oblique kick there by Martinez. Gallardo comes forward with a punch, but is answered with a 1-2 by Martinez. Gallardo now pushing Martinez up against the cage. She's got double underhooks, or at least one underhook in. Martinez locking it in though. Ooh, nice elbow there by Gallardo on the break. Ten seconds left in the first round. Nice low kick by Martinez. Now Martinez is starting to come forward a little bit. Ooh, nice exchange there to end the first round. Very good. Very close first round once it got going. I might have to give it to, I think on the feet, Martinez had the nicer counters. She was countering nicely. Got to give the little bit it was on the ground to Gallardo, but it's going to be a tough round to score. I mean, Gallardo did take Martinez down straight into side control, but Martinez did good to get back to guard, and then she got her distance and got up. So it looks like Gallardo giving Martinez a good fight. All right, start of the second round. Martinez taking the center of the cage now. But Gallardo coming forward still. Martinez goes high with a kick that misses. Gallardo coming forward with some punches and a kick of her own now. Oh, takedown by Gallardo. But Martinez counters with a kick, and she is out. Gallardo is out. Martinez kicks her and then follows up with some punches. I got to see a replay on that. Man, that was fast. I looked away for a second. That was a mistake. Whoo, Gallardo was hurt. Ooh. She's bleeding out of her mouth. John Smith, is this the main event? This is the main event, yes, but there's still a bunch of fights left to go. I was talking earlier, I think Univision is screwing with Combate and making them change up their bout order. Either that or it's to get the main event done earlier for the East Coast because it's already 12:15 here. So takedown attempt. Oh, that was a knee. So Martinez slipped out the side from the takedown attempt. Slipped out the side. She was lucky. Both hands were up on Gallardo. Martinez threw a knee that dropped her. Martinez came forward and threw a couple punches. Do it. Gallardo looking kind of worried about her mouth there. Might have knocked a couple teeth loose. So Gallardo caught a low kick, took her down, but Martinez rolled, came out the side. Boom, knee. Drops Gallardo. She was already on Queer Street then. And just a couple of punches from Martinez finished the job. Nice finish for Super Melly. Man. Combate CEO Campbell McLaren and looks like Alberto Rodriguez in there telling Gallardo, reassuring her, it looks like. Damn, that was a good fight. I don't know about you guys. I thought that was a good fight. Man, what a finish, though. John Smith not watching it, so thanks for the play-by-play. Well, hey, thanks for watching, man. I like doing these. So glad you're enjoying it. Now Mike Beltran talking to Gallardo. I guess she's pretty upset about the finish there. Boom! Again, oh man, that knee. John Smith, has Bottari competed yet? No, not yet. Not sure when she will. So I missed the time. But your winner by, I'm guessing, knockout, Super Melly Melissa Martinez, now goes to 6-0. Oh, 50 seconds, I think it said, of the second round. Damn, yeah, that was a fast second round there. Damn. That knee, guys, that was, damn. What a finish. Oh. Love Combate. All right, guys, so that was the main event of the evening, but there's still plenty of action left. I know for sure that Korean Gangster Wanshik Park hasn't fought yet. He's up against Eric Ghost Pepper Gonzalez. A few more ladies bouts. Kira Bottari versus Francis Hernandez. Hernandez stepping in for Angela Magana. Well, with Magana's health issues. So, still more fights to come tonight. I'm not sure which one's going to be next. So stay tuned. And thank you for tuning in, everyone that's tuning in tonight. You're watching the live fight companion for Combate Americas 35, Combate Reinas on WMMA Scene Now is my channel. All right, so coming up next, they're saying atomweight fights up next. Paulina Granados versus Gloria Bravo. Never seen, I don't think I've ever seen Gloria Bravo fight before. I think she's another one that is out of Santiago, Chile. Have seen a couple of Paulina Granados' fights, Firefox. So let's bring up the stats here. Paulina Granados versus Gloria Isabel Bravo Barrios. Gloriosa. So Granados is 4-3. Bravo is 4-4. Both of them are coming off a loss right now. Granados coming off a loss, unanimous decision loss to Kira Bottari a year and 4 months ago. That was in Combate. Bravo coming off 2 losses. First was a TKO to Melissa Martinez in Combate. That was about a year and a half ago. And then Empire, she lost to Lena Franco Rodriguez due to armbar submission at Empire Sports about 11 months ago. So, excuse me, just under a year ago. Firefox is a pretty fun fighter to watch. She's out of Alliance MMA, so expect a lot of fancy footwork, a lot of busy footwork. Bravo, a native of Chile. Granados, originally from Texas, but trains out of Alliance in California. If you're watching the broadcast, Bravo just said one of the truest things I've ever seen. She said, unlike men who have a talk when they have a problem, make up, go out for a drink, us women, we never forget. Straight from the horse's mouth, gentlemen. Straight from the horse's mouth. I would say gentlemen don't always have a talk about it, though. Sometimes guys just fight it out. And then they make up, and then they go out for a drink. I would say guys are more likely to do that than women ever to do it. Because I've known guys that have straight up fought, you know, gone to blows, and then after that, they're just like, they let it out of their system. Now, I've also known guys that kept on hating each other anyway after fighting because, you know, one of them can't stand that they lost. So they get all up in their feelings, and then they can't take the loss. They go on holding that grudge forever. But, yeah, she's right. guys are more likely to make up, and ladies aren't. And that's not me. That's not just me saying that, though, guys. Keep in mind, that's not just me saying that. That is straight from a girl, a female fighter. So, just remember that. Paulina Granados making her way to the cage. The Firefox. Gloria Bravo already in La Jaula. Yeah, in Combate, being a Latin American focused organization, they refer to the cage as La Jaula. I'm guessing that literally translates to the cage or the ring. Actually, let me check. Yeah, La Jaula, the cage, literally. Thank you, Google Translate. I am a cheater like that. Gloria Bravo, 4-4, fighting out of Santiago, Chile. And this fight's going to be at atom weight. Great benefactor in the chat. Thanks for calling this card. Well, hey, it's my pleasure. I love Combate Americas. Thank you for watching, Great Benefactor. And if you like it, don't forget to thumbs up, like, and please subscribe, because I do a lot of Combate cards. I think this is my third or fourth time calling them. I didn't do the last one. I was just too damn tired. And I think it only had one female fight on it anyway. I mean, I am a WMMA dedicated channel, so I need at least one female fight on each event if I'm going to do a play-by-play, the fight companion. We got Twinkle Toes, Frank Trigg refereeing this fight. Frank Trigg putting on some pounds since he retired. So Gloria Bravo's older by 1 year, 32 to 31. She's also an inch taller, 5'3 to 5'2. Has a 1 inch reach advantage, 63 inches to 62 inches. So basically everything's separate by a year. Or by 1, by a factor of 1. All right, start of the first round. Paulina Granados whiffs on a leg kick there, on a low kick. You can already see the difference in speed. Granados coming through. Oh, Granados eats a punch coming in. Drops to a knee. Recovers by tying up. Nice elbow there by Granados on the inside. These two are throwing already. 30 seconds into the first round. Granados coming forward. Low kick there by Bravo. Granados coming in on some punches. Granados coming forward with the jab there. Nice fake there by Granados. Another low kick there by Bravo, inside low kick. Bravo goes high with a kick. Granados goes to the body with a kick, followed up by some punches. Granados coming forward. Granados coming forward again with a couple punches and then backs out. Granados switching stances now, I think. Low kick by Granados, answered by a punch from Bravo. Ooh, kick to the body by Bravo, follows it up with some punches. think Bravo might be getting the better of the exchanges so far. Granados throws out a low kick there. Comes forward again with some punches. But that was the first low kick, I think, by Granados that wasn't answered by Bravo. Ooh, nice uppercut followed by a left from Granados. Bravo goes high with a kick but misses. Some good action so far, about halfway through the first round. Low kick air lands for Bravo. Misses on another one. Granados comes forward but is countered by Bravo. Granados coming forward with some punches now. Ooh, Bravo answers with some knees in the clinch. Granados pushing her against the fence now, trying to possibly drop levels for a takedown. Granados has her arms around Bravo. Has a lock. If she can drop her arms down underneath the butt. Oh, she gave up one arm. Has one underhook on Bravo. Bravo coming off the cage. Lands a knee and breaks with a few punches. Nice job there by Bravo. 3 minutes, 20 seconds into the round. Ooh, Bravo staggering Granados. Granados eating some punches. Now some knees to the body. Again, doing a good job tying up Bravo to recover. But Bravo had her stunned again. Gloria Bravo doing a very good job so far in this first round. Granados trying to take her down now. Trying to trip her. But gives up on it. Granados coming out, back out now. Low kick lands for Granados. Granados showing some wear on her face. She's got a nice mouse under her left eye here. Ooh, some more punches land for Bravo, who's getting the better of the exchanges on the feet. About 35 seconds left in the very first round of this atomweight fight. Ooh, some nice punches and a high kick from Bravo. Low kick lands for Granados, who is looking worse for the wear. 10 seconds left in the first round. Granados coming forward, eats a punch on the way in. Another low kick from Granados, answered by Bravo. And there goes the bell. End of the first round. So I'm going to call that one 10-9 Gloria Bravo. Granados was just eating some shots. She got staggered twice. Recovered well both times by tying up. And she's definitely, and Granados is definitely showing some damage on her face. Bravo looks fine. Granados just being a little bit sloppy with her punches. I mean, she was coming in. At one point, they're showing in this replay, and she's just coming in sloppy, whereas Bravo is actually setting up. She did a good job. Threw that high kick and then followed up with the punches to back Granados up. And Granados was eating those punches. So, yeah, I got to give that first round to Gloria Bravo, 10-9. Yeah, Paulina Granados has definitely looked better. She is showing some damage on that face. All right. About 30 seconds into the second round here. Bravo still looking the fresher fighter. Granados looking a little more aggressive this round. throwing some more kicks. But see, Granados is messing up. She is not setting up her kicks, the low kicks, and she is not following them up at all. So she's got to start doing something around those kicks. She's either got to set them up with punches or she's got to follow them up with punches right now. Nice punch and low kick by Granados, but answered by punches from Bravo. Granados whiffs on a kick there. Ooh, Bravo comes forward with a nice, looks like a 2-1. Nice uppercut there from Bravo. Looked like an uppercut from the angle I could see. Man, these two are moving fast too. So Granados catches a leg from Bravo. Drives her against the cage though. Now she's dropping, trying to get a hold of that leg real well. Granados looking for a takedown against the fence. 2 minutes into the round. Ooh, eats a knee. And another, and another, and another by Bravo. Granados eating some knees. First knee to the face. The next three, the body. Another knee to the body by Bravo. And Bravo has her back against the fence, still throwing those knees. Another knee, and another. That one was kind of weak. Bravo trying to create some distance now. If I were Granados, I'd probably want to let go of that clinch. Granados looking like she's got a cut on the bridge of her nose now. Granados desperate for that takedown right now. Bravo breaks up the clinch now. Back to the center of the cage. Granados coming forward, throws an overhand, but eats a couple punches. Another low kick by Granados, not set up, and is answered by punches. Looked like a Superman punch there from Bravo. Granados with an overhand. Granados is just being very sloppy. 2 minutes 15 into the second round here. There we go. Granados lands a nice punch. Ooh, quick jab there. Lands for Bravo. Nice kick to the body by Bravo. Not a lot of pop on it, though. Granados coming forward on Bravo, pressuring forward. Bravo counters again. Nice 1-2 by Granados. And 1-2 answered by Bravo. Again, 1-2 by Granados, answered by a counter by Bravo. Bravo doing a very good job of countering off of Granados' aggression. Kick goes high for Bravo. Low kick by Granados. Granados coming forward, eating some punches for her effort, and now a couple knees to the belly and some more punches. Backing Granados up. Granados' face is starting to look a little bit like a hamburger. Some sloppy, just some, not the footwork I'm used to seeing from Granados. Another knee in the clinch by Bravo. Another, and another, and another, and another, and another. Freaking Bravo has the tie plum, and she's landing knees, but Granados is going high with the punches, and that goes the end of the round. Bravo looking a little tired there, bending over with her hands on her knees. Granados not looking as tired, but definitely showing the wear on her face. Hey, Mario Lopez and the Golden Boy himself, Oscar De La Hoya, are in attendance cage side. Is that Brian Ortega? And Brian Ortega, man, all these Latin American celebrities and semi-celebrities. Brian Ortega, Mario Lopez, and Oscar De La Hoya. All right, start of the third round of this fight. Granados starting to paw the jab out now. Ooh, Bravo goes high with the kick. Ooh, nice right by Bravo. I'll tell you what, win or lose, Gloria Bravo's earned a fan in me tonight. I don't think I've ever watched her before, but yeah, she's earned a fan in me tonight. Nice low kick there, lands for Bravo. Goes high with the kick. I mean, Granados trying to like switch up her stance a little bit, but seems unsure of it, so she keeps switching back. I don't know if she's just trying to do that to confuse Bravo, but it's not working. She throws a low kick and gets answered by a 1-2 from Bravo. I mean, she's just not setting up her low kicks at all. I mean, that's been the tail of a good portion of this fight. Nice spinning back fist by Granados lands. Good action in this fight. Minute 50 seconds into the third and final round of this atomweight affair. Nice low kick lands for Granados, but answered by a right from Bravo. Another low kick and answered by several punches and a high kick by Bravo. Bravo comes forward with the Superman punch again. She looked like she smiled after that one. I think she's having fun out there. And Granados bleeding out of either a nose or upper lip. Still got that big old mouse under her left eye, too. That thing ain't going anywhere. Exchanging punches now in the center of the cage. Halfway through the third round now. Oh, Granados almost getting Bravo down to the cage using the whizzer. Now she has Bravo clinched up against the cage. Still going for a trip. Granados needs to try to get this to the ground and get a submission win. I think that's her only chance right now. She's got 1 minute and 55 seconds to do so. I just don't think her takedowns are good enough. Ooh, nice elbow there by Granados. Elbow by Bravo now in the clinch. Bravo still stuck up against the cage, eats a knee from Granados to the gut, and a knee to the thigh. Oh, Bravo lands a knee and then a punch on the break. Bravo backs up to the center of the cage now, but Granados still coming forward. Bravo looks like she might be tired. About a minute left. Bravo might be slowing down a little. Granados looks like she still has plenty of cardio. Let's counter hook there. Check hook by Bravo. Granados coming forward. Throwing some punches. Ooh, eats a counter by Bravo. Lands one of her own now. Nice low kick there by Granados. Granados coming forward. Ooh, Bravo eats one to the chin. Nice counter kick to the body by Bravo. Another Superman a punch misses, but then she follows it up with another right. Spinning back fist misses by Bravo. Bravo goes high with a kick, answers with it, follows it up with a jab that lands. And there goes the end of the round. Gloria Bravo looking ecstatic, and I don't blame her. I have at 30-27 in my scorecard. That I think she just owned that fight, and Paulina Granados is looking beat up. That guy looks familiar. I'm not sure why. They showed someone on the screen looked really familiar. So we're going to wait on the official decision here. Excuse me. Bravo already celebrating. Taking pictures with her corner. Should have the official decision in pretty soon here. Granados' eye getting worse. It's not only swelling up, it's swelling out to the side too. Hope it's they keep showing this guy in the audience. He looks familiar. Whew, that is some nasty swelling around Granados' eye. Like, it's not shutting her eye, but it's, yeah. John Smith says yuck. Yeah. Yuck is the word. $30-27, $30-27. 29-28. So 2 37s and a 29-28 for Gloria Bravo. Ecstatic with her win. So she improves to 5-4 according to the graphic. Yeah, 5-4. So she's broken free of the 500 record for now. So good job, Gloria Bravo. I don't know what that third judge was seeing, 29-28. Maybe gave the third round to Granados. I mean, it was definitely her best round. But I don't know. I mean, I'd love to. Hopefully the scorecards end up on MMAdecisions.com. I'd like to look that up later and see. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what that judge saw. Like I said, maybe gave it to the third round to Granados. That's the only round I could see given her. So So, guys, I'm looking at what else is going on YouTube. Joe Rogan just had Corey Anderson on. That got posted about an hour ago on the Joe Rogan Experience MMA show. Go check that out after this is done, though. Don't leave here. I'll be mad. I will not forgive any of you. So we're in between fights right now. Who won the Nava versus Acosta fight? Tony Hernandez wants to know. Let me see if I can find that. I believe that was one of the amateur. Was that one of the amateur fights? So on according to Combate's official Twitter, Lucero Acosta defeats Nancy Nava via TKO due to punches at 51 seconds of round 2. And then Sydney Trillo defeated Destiny Saren via KO due to head kick at 28 seconds of round 2 in the other fight. Neither of those were broadcast live. Hopefully there's a video. They put out a video somewhere because it looked like a left high kick there lands for Sydney Trillo. Looks like poor girl got crow-copped. So yeah, hopefully there's video of that somewhere. So we got CEO Campbell McLaren, the Jennifer Sturgis, and they're talking to Kate Del Castillo. She is a Mexican or Mexican-American actress. She is now a partial owner of Combate and is going to be a representative for them. I forget what she's been in. Like, I recognize some of the stuff. She was definitely in some telenovelas. Oh, coming up next, Francis Hernandez versus Kira Bottari at strawweight. But let me see. Since I was talking about Del Castillo. Del Castillo, Mexican actress. Lead role, telenovela Muchachitas. Also, Lorena Del Sur. What else has she been in? There's a bunch of movies dating back to the late 70s. Okay, 11. She's in A Miracle in Spanish Harlem. She was in the 33 about those miners down in Chile. Any American TV shows? American Family. I don't know that one. She was in Weeds for 5 episodes. Bunch of single episode parts. Jane the Virgin. Anyway, she had 5 episodes of Weeds. So, Francis Hernandez in the Army, served in Iraq. So salute to my fellow veteran there. I was Air Force myself. Great Benefactor says, I've been watching all your WMMA videos. Good stuff. Well, thank you, Great Benefactor. I appreciate that. This is just a hobby for me. You know, I do it for fun, but I love doing it. some days, most days I love doing it. There are some days where I just like, oh, I don't want to do it. So I don't. I take a break. You know, that's one thing. Anytime I get to the point where I start to feel like this is becoming work, I take a couple of days off, you know, and that's hard because, like, especially like Sundays after UFC events. Sunday is the only day off I get during the week, and that's usually when I do my review videos, especially for the UFC. It's just like, crap. I don't want to have to do something on my day off, you know. Which has probably hurt my channel some because every time I do like a UFC fight review, my subscribers go up, views go up. But it's a hobby, so I'm a long way off from worrying about making money from this. So Kira Bottari is already in the ring. Out comes Francis Hernandez. Now, Hernandez, late replacement for Angela Magana. Angela Magana had those health problems. You know, not a big fan of her, but I wish her well. Hope she recovers fully. Oh, okay, Hernandez was originally supposed to fight Carissa Sagala, but before she got bumped to the co-main event. So Carissa Sagala got bumped off the card again. That's like the second or third time I think this has happened to her. So hopefully Combate gets her a fight because they've moved that fight at least once now twice. So hopefully they get her a fight. Can't blame Hernandez, though, for taking the call up to the co-main event, especially against Kira Bottari. Kira Bottari is like the cheerleader princess of Combate Americas. She is definitely the female fighter that they want to push above all others, or at least she was. If she wins, of course, you know, she went over and fought in Rise at 115 pounds. Got her ass beat. Came back to Combate. Tried to go back down to 105. Missed weight. Like, technically she missed weight 4 straight times. The first time, she missed by like 3 pounds or something. And her opponent was like, nope, I'm not, no. Next time she faced the same opponent and was off by like only a pound. Won that fight. Then she faced another opponent, missed by a couple pounds. Won that one, and then her last fight was against Paulina Granados, which again she missed weight and won that fight. So Bottari moving up to strawweight now. Now, one thing Campbell McLaren said on Twitter that she's moving up because no one at atomweight wants to face her. Well, why would anyone want to face her if they know she's going to miss the weight, right? No, she's moving up because she can't make the weight anymore. She's having trouble and has even admitted that. All right, so they're getting into pulled in the center by the ref. He's going to go over the different referee for this fight. John Smith, did Magana awake from her coma? Yes, she did. She was comatose for about 2 days. Get back to that in a second. So Hernandez, older by 7 years, 31 to 24. Taller by 5 inches, 5'4" to 4'11", and has a 4-inch reach advantage, 65 inches to 61 inches. Both weighed in at 116. So Bottari, again, moving up in weight, but then still takes that extra pound allowance. So, yeah. So, ooh. Both these two starting off early with exchanges of punches. Look for Bottari to try to take this down eventually because that's where she excels. So, yeah, Magana was comatose for 2 days, and she has since awakened. and is hoping to make a recovery. There is a video of her addressing her fans after waking up. I haven't seen it myself. So Bottari has Hernandez clinched against the cage, trying to muscle Hernandez around. Got the over-under. Nice knee lands for Hernandez. Ooh, knee lands to the head of Bottari, looks like, for Hernandez. Bottari muscling Hernandez around. She's trying to muscle her to the ground right now. She's got hold of Hernandez's left leg and is trying to pull it out. Hernandez doing good so far. Oh, Bottari gets her down. Hernandez uses the whizzer to get right back up. Good use of the whizzer by Hernandez. But Bottari is not giving up on this takedown. She's going for a double now. Hernandez is trying to sprawl. So Hernandez now pushing Bottari against the cage. Bottari pushing herself off the cage. Hernandez sprawling, but Bottari gets her foot around and trips Hernandez to the cage. Hernandez is going to have to do something now to try to get back up because Bottari has both arms around her legs. Okay, Hernandez is one leg free, trying to get back up, but Bottari drives her forward. Now has both legs, wrapping one leg up, wrapping both legs, trying to wrap both legs up, Dagestani style. Hernandez has her back to the cage. She's trying to get back up. But Bottari. So Hernandez going, probably not the best way to get back up like that, but it was effective. Bottari now around the back of Hernandez. She's either going to try to trip her back down. Looks like she's going to try to bring her back down. Hernandez using the Kimura to try to stay back up. Yeah, Bottari wants us down. Hernandez going for a Kimura on Bottari. Bottari in the half guard of Hernandez. Hernandez, now she's got her knee on Hernandez's head. That's going to suck. Hernandez trying really hard to get that Kimura. Minute 45 left in the first round. Hernandez doing her best to get Granados off of her, but I think she's about to seriously give up position. Oh, she's able to reverse it. Nice job, Hernandez. Nope. Bottari gets her back down to north-south pretty much. Now side control. Minute 20 left. Hernandez trying to create some distance there. Trying to get her leg back in. Get one butterfly in. And they've got their arms twisted around each other. Something fierce. Nice job by Hernandez to get back up. They've still got wrist locks on each other. Wrist control. They're fighting for wrist control. Bottari drags Hernandez back down. Knee to the body by Bottari. Another knee to the body by Bottari. She's on the back of Hernandez now. Hernandez got one arm around her head. Hernandez fighting it off. Bottari sinks the other arm in. Got both hooks in. So Hernandez fighting off a rear naked choke now by Bottari. She might be able to get out of it. Oh, Bottari's going for the twister, it looks like. She's got the right leg lock in she's got her legs wrapped right for the twister. But Hernandez is not going to be able to turn around. I've seen Bottari win like this before. She might win like this here. Hernandez is kind of stuck. Oh, there goes the end of the round. So Hernandez was kind of stuck there, and Bottari was just punching her to try to finish it. Probably going to give that round to Bottari because she did eventually get it to the ground and was in control pretty much from there. Yeah, she mostly in control. So first round, we'll give it 10-9, Bottari. John Smith, is Bottari really that strong? I don't know if she's that strong. I mean, it's hard to judge. I don't really know enough about Hernandez to say otherwise. Bottari is definitely a very good grappler. Yeah, she really wasn't using technique to get as much to get Hernandez down. She was mostly trying to outmuscle her. All right. Almost 30 seconds into the second round. Hernandez eats a couple punches by Bottari. Bottari going for a takedown right away off of those punches. She gets Hernandez down. Hernandez has her back against the cage, trying to use the cage to crawl back up to her feet. Eats a knee on her way back up from Bottari. Ooh, Hernandez gets back up and Bottari takes her across the cage back down while I'm trying to tweet here. Bottari in fully inside control now. She's working for a crucifix now. Here, Bottari working the crucifix on Hernandez. Hernandez stuck with just under 3 minutes left. Ref's probably going to step in and stop this. Oh, Bottari gives up the crucifix. Now she's going to go for the armbar. No, is she? Yeah. Nope, she's going to drop back for a rear naked choke, it looks like. Nope, more ground and pound. A couple shots to the back of the head there. Oh, just muscling Hernandez around. Now she's going to go for the armbar. Definitely going to go for the armbar here. Hernandez, yeah, didn't have a good grip. She's giving up the armbar here now and taps out. About 2 minutes, 56 seconds of round two. Sorry, guys. I'm tweeting the result now. I'm a little bit late in the evening. John Smith didn't seem that she was competitive at all. No. No. Bottari is definitely a better fighter. Looked stronger, too. Definitely looked stronger at 115. Combate Reinas. Francis Hernandez looking pretty disappointed. I don't blame her. But you know what? She has a full-time job, too. I mean, she's in the Army. And she looked bigger as well. Well, she looked bigger than she normally does. Here's the thing, though. Here's the thing about Bottari and why I'm not a big fan of hers. Besides missing weight, 3-4 times. You're 4'11". How do you miss 105 pounds when you're 4'11"? Okay? Especially in a cardio-intensive sport when it's, I don't understand people that miss weight, period. Hey, JBH in the chat. How you doing, JBH? You're 4'11". How are you going to miss 105 pounds when you're 4'11"? You're sub 5 foot. And you're not big. Like, you're not heavy. You're not thick. There's no reason to be 4'11" and missing 105 pounds. Okay? Especially when you're an athlete. My mom is 5 foot tall and never went above 110 in weight until she was on the wrong side of her 30s. Some people just have weird physical proportions. She doesn't, though. I mean, she's not big for her size. JBH, 4'11" is extremely short. It is. And she's like probably the only 4'11" fighter that can't make 105. It's just a lack of, honestly, in my opinion, it's just a lack of discipline. So referee is going to ring off the, oh, there, Campbell McLaren is just ecstatic. I'm making a prediction right now. Bottari's next fight is going to be for a title. It might be against Martinez. It might not be. But making a solid prediction, Bottari's next fight is for a title. Because they were trying to basically hand her the title at 105, and she kept screwing it up. So they'll probably give it to her next time. Hey, here's Jesus. Tito's head is bigger than Juliana's and Max's combined. What a freaking melon. Like, seriously, how Tito manages to walk around and not just, like, fall over because of his own head is, yeah, it's something else. John Smith, he needs that big head for thinking. You know what? I wish I could say that's true, man. Until you hear him speak. All right, so we're in between fights again, guys. Smoke if you got them. Go pee if you have to. I'm about to go pour myself another drink real quick here. Well, Tito's big head is running his mouth. Next fight up is... Oh, did that one. They did that one. Did that one. It's got to be either Yasmin Yargui versus Daniela Espinoza For up next, Eric Gonzalez versus Won Shik Park, the Korean gangster. That's whose shirt I'm wearing tonight, Korean gangster. So that's coming up next. Who was it earlier? Fabian Contreras is waiting for the Yargui fight. He's going to have to wait a bit longer for that one. JBH, I agree. 4'11" should be easy making 105. Yeah, I mean, there's just no excuse for missing weight that many times. And then you go up and weight and you take the full freaking 1 pound allowance, that extra pound. Come on now. John Smith, in what capacity will Tito be involved with Combate Americas? Apparently he signed to fight with them. So, yeah, he's going to fight for them, but no fight announced. Like, no date set or opponent or anything yet. Watching Won Shik Park here, he's talking about he's the first Korean fighter signed to Combate Americas, and now he's saying Koreans are actually starting to take notice of Combate. So Combate now even going as far as Asia, getting attention. That's a very Korean thing now. Anytime a Korean finds success overseas, doing something in sports or whatever, it Koreans back home take notice. I was stationed there for 3.5 years, so they still talk about the Korean wave making its way overseas, and to a lesser extent, it still is now. Anyway, guys, I'll be right back. I'm going to go pour myself another drink. Korean gangster, age 32, 5'11", 155 pounds. His full name is Won Shik Park, or Park Won Shik if you're Korean. From Ulsan, South Korea. I forget what team he trains with though. I used to watch him in whatchamacallit, Road FC. Eric Gonzalez, 5'7". Yeah, so I don't, doesn't say where he trained at in Korea, but Won Shik Park, he's now out of training in Alliance in California. All right, so drink number 2 tonight is going to be Henry McKenna Single Barrel Bottled in Bond. This is a very nice bourbon that I like. Bottled in Bond means that it was aged for a minimum of 4 years and is bottled at 100 proof, meaning 50% alcohol. If you're not that familiar with bourbon or any whiskey, the Bottled in Bond Act started in like the late 1800s, early 1900s. I believe it was signed by Teddy Roosevelt into law, and it requires that the whiskey is aged in new charred barrels, oak barrels, for a minimum of 4 years and bottled at 100 proof. And it was part of the Safe Food and Drug Act, which ensured that, you knew exactly what was going into the bottle. Back then, there was a lot of quack medicine, unscrupulous merchants and distillers. So they still keep the act going. So I don't think I've ever had like a bad bonded bourbon. So if you're new to whiskey and watching, and you're not that familiar with bourbon, yeah, I recommend looking for one that says bonded. You can still get a decent one for, or an okay one for, I think, even less than $30. I want to say Evan Williams bonded. That's the Evan Williams white label. You can get, I think, for less than $30. This was a little more. I can't remember the exact price. Another good bonded bourbon that I like, and I almost picked this one, is Four Roses single barrel. I think you get this around $40, $50, and it's well worth the price. This is a good bourbon. Showing a replay of the Super Melly finish. And they're going to commercial or a break. John Smith asks, does bourbon have to be produced in Kentucky to be considered bourbon? No, it does not. So the bourbon laws, and this is internationally protected, but bourbon has to be produced in the USA. It has to be at least 51% corn, and it must be aged in new charred oak barrels. You can't use second age barrels to age bourbon. Now, you can do what they call finishing, which is taking them out of the first use barrels and putting them into a different second use. But anyway, I digress. So the most important thing is produced in the U.S., 51% corn, at least 51% corn, and must be aged in new charred oak barrels. That's the three basics for bourbon. Doesn't have to be produced in Kentucky, although the big whiskey companies, the big whiskey bourbon brands, won't tell you that it has to be produced in Kentucky, but they won't tell you otherwise either, because, the big bourbon brands are all in Kentucky. So JBH, what's that tissue box next to your bed for? Damn it. I knew I was going to get asked about that eventually. I have sinus troubles. Yeah, I have sinus troubles. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it, JBH. Good eye, though. Good eye. That's good bourbon there. So slightly higher proof than the Elijah Craig I had earlier. Not as spicy, though. Not as spicy. Getting ready for ghost pepper here. Oh, come on, guys. Just get to the fight already. I hate this crap. It's like, I don't even think they are on TV right now. They might be. Maybe that's for the reason for all the breaks. John Smith. Wanchik Park has been a pro since 2004. Yeah, he's been a pro for a while now. Man, I remember back when he was still being considered a prospect. And then he had a lot of injury issues. You look up his record on Topology and you see a lot of canceled fights. Or a lot of time between fights anyway. Yeah, there was 2 canceled fights in a row in 2012. Not so many canceled listed. But, I mean, 2004, then he fought in 2006. That was probably took a break for the military, possibly. Fought several times in 2007, 2008, 9, 10. Then he took a break from December 2010 to June of 2012. I think that's when he got injured. And then he got injured again after that. You see 2 more canceled bouts for, well, that says the same date. That might be 1 canceled bout. Anyway, he fought once in 2012. Didn't fight again until November of 2013. Then took a break from 2013 to 2015. Hey, John Smith just subscribed. Thank you for the subscription, John. Then Park fought once in 2015. 1, 2, 3, 4 times in 2016. 3 times for Road FC. Took a break until this year. He got knocked out. He got knocked down and pounded out by Nandinardine. That was a nice fight, man. Nice finish too. Then Road FC didn't have any use for him for a while. Came back in this year, or no, late last year. Fought Jose Luis Medrano, El Pistolero, and knocked him out with a flying knee. And now he's back this year already. So hopefully he'll stay active. I know before he signed a contract, he fought once for Combate, and then I know he asked on Instagram who would people like to see him sign with. I think I might have told him I'd like to see him stay with Combate, and then not long after he signed a multi-fight deal with them. All right, so still waiting. Still waiting for the next fight. It is going to be Wanchik Park, the Korean gangster, versus Eric Ghost Pepper Gonzalez. Battle of the nicknames here. Korean gangster versus Ghost Pepper. Park used to go by Parky for the longest time, which I guess was like a friendly nickname. And now I don't think he went by Korean gangster until, when he made his debut for Combate. Probably because it wouldn't have gone over well back home, you know. All right. All right, Wanchik Park making his way to the La Jaula. Korean Gangster, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, brown belt. "12 of 14 victories came via first round TKO or submission." Let me verify that real quick here. I believe it because he is a quick finisher. But let's see. First round finish, first round, not loss. First round. That's a decision. First round, so one decision. Doesn't list the next two. Another decision. Finish. So don't know about the two that Tapology doesn't have listed. I could probably check on Sherdog. But yeah. Looks like that's pretty believable. Gotta love a finisher like that. Let's check out Eric Gonzalez on the other hand. Gonzalez, Fight Science MMA representing. 7 of 9 victories by finish. Ground and pound, ground and pound. Ground and pound, ground and pound. A lot of ground and pound finishes for Eric Gonzalez. Couple submissions. But yeah, most of his wins have come by ground and pound. So I hope Park has worked his takedown defense. Not gonna lie, guys, this is one fight where I'm definitely going to be biased for a particular fighter. Granted, last fight I'm not a fan of Kira Bottari, I'll admit that. I wasn't biased towards our opponent though. Park obviously very patriotic. Oh, he's brought some Korean fans out. Of course, he's in LA. There's Koreatown. Ghost Pepper's a cool nickname too. That's a pretty cool tattoo as well, with the wolf head and like feather headdress. All right, Mike Beltran, Yosemite Sam, refereeing this fight. So Park, the taller fighter by 3 inches, but according to the stats tail of the tape, Gonzalez has a 3-inch reach advantage. Park, the older fighter, 32, to Gonzalez, who is 27. Worried about that reach advantage. Now, if I remember right, Park. No, I'm thinking of another fighter. I was thinking Park has a weakness for Muay Thai. I don't see this fight going to decision. 15 seconds in, they're getting a feel for the range. Park keeping in his hands a little higher than Gonzalez. Gonzalez keeping one hand low. Gonzalez throwing out some leg kicks. Then he goes high. Oblique kick there from Gonzalez. Gonzalez throwing a lot more. Throws out a jab there. Then drops his hand. Park being patient. Nothing yet. Gonzalez walks him back to the center. Low kick lands for Park. Another low kick for Park. Gonzalez parries a low kick with an oblique kick. Oh, Gonzalez going for a takedown now. Catches a kick by Park. Gonzalez have Park against the cage now. Hands wrapped around his body. Knee lands for Gonzalez. They separate now. Go back to the center. Body punch seemed to land for Gonzalez. Park coming forward now. Gonzalez comes forward with a push kick that really misses, but I think it was more to find the range. Gonzalez getting a little wild here with some kicks. Going for another takedown now. Has Park's back against the cage. 3 minutes left in the first round. Knee lands to the body for Park, whose back is still against the cage. He's looking to circle out. Park manages to circle out. Breaks the clinch there. Clean break. Punch lands for Park. Gonzalez getting Gonzalez throwing a little sloppy there, mostly testing the waters. Park goes to the body again with the kick. Pretty risky there. Jab by Gonzalez. Another jab. Kick by Gonzalez. Park mostly just circling away. Gonzalez walking him down. Oh! Yeah, Gonzalez eats a couple punches, but then goes for a takedown. Gets it. Lands in Park's guard. Park has one butterfly in. Gonzalez passes the butterfly to half guard. 2 minutes left in the first round. If it stays like this, Gonzalez will definitely take the first round. Park right now has to do what he can to get out of there. Park going to his side, gets up against the cage and gets stood back up. Eats a knee on his way back up. Another knee lands for Gonzalez. Kick lands for Gonzalez. Body punch lands for Gonzalez. Park goes to the body, but eats one to the chin. Park bleeding from the mouth a little bit. Eric Gonzalez is in the clinch and tries to throw a spinning back fist. I don't know what the heck he's thinking there. He's just being like wild. I mean, and it's being effective too. Well, not the spinning back fist part, but his striking being wild is nice. Oh, Park teeing off now. But so is Gonzalez. Gonzalez with a Superman punch pushing off the cage. Gonzalez's jab is working for him. Park swings wild. Misses. Oh! Park's stealing Gonzalez now with some punches. Backs him up to the cage. But Gonzalez with an uppercut and a jab. Another jab misses. Gonzalez is just throwing wild. And Park don't care. He'll eat it. He has a good chin on him. Oh, but Ghost Pepper now teeing off with Park against the cage. Park backs him off, but Park is still stunned a little bit. Gonzalez eats an elbow and Park backs him up. This is going to be a battle of the chins. And that ends the first round. Man. That's going to be a tough. Yeah. John Smith, sounds like Gonzalez took it. Yeah, you kind of got to give it to him. I mean, he definitely stunned Park, and he had that nice takedown. But you know what? Park kind of stunned him too. But yeah, I'm going to have to give that to Gonzalez. Yeah, they're showing in the replays. You got to give it to Gonzalez, but man, he was just being sloppy. But he would get Park off of his game, and that was when he was really being effective. I don't know, John Smith. You know, I think both of these guys are known for being aggressive. And Gonzalez eats a low blow. I mean, both of these guys were expected to be aggressive coming out. And I think there might be a method to the madness there. Accidental low blow there. I mean, he threw a knee meant for the gut, but it definitely went straight to the groin. Oh, Gonzalez now on top of Park. 4 minutes, 15 seconds of round 2. Or 45 seconds into round 2. Park trying to get out. He's going to be able to. He might try to go for his own takedown now on Gonzalez. Park whiffs on a takedown. Gonzalez gets back up. Ghost Pepper gets rocked. Goes for a takedown. Ghost Pepper on top of Park, but Park reverses. Is going to now be able to get back up. Eats a kick. Minute 45 in. Park eats a tough shot. Gonzalez going to look to land some GMP, but Park trying to convert it in desperation takedown. Gonzalez landing some shots to the body, trying to go to the chin, but Park firmly has his head planted in between Gonzalez's legs. But right now he's just kind of holding on. He's eating some elbows to the gut, to the shoulder, to the armpit, really. Damn. Come on, Park. And Beltran saw enough. So Wanchik Park takes a TKO loss in the second round. That sucks. Was it a good performance? It was sloppy. I mean, it was a kind of second round. First round got sloppy at the end, and I mean, he rocked him good though. Will Park be getting another shot in Combate Americas? Yeah, definitely. I have no doubt about that. I mean, they're not. First of all, you look at some of the records of some of these guys that they bring in; they're not great. I mean, you see guys with 500 records, and Park fights with the style that Combate loves. He's aggressive. He's there to knock people out. Yeah, he'll be back. I mean, he signed a long-term deal, which granted they can cancel, but I don't see them canceling that. Yeah, okay, I'm a little disappointed now. That sucks. Sorry, guys, I get in disappointment mode and I go to Twitter. I'm still pretty new to Twitter. So Justin Buchholz retweeted an article or a post by Mark Raimondi about Paulo Costa getting suspended for 6 months for IV use. Justin Buchholz says, "You're telling me an IV can make you look like that?" Yeah, an IV full of horse meat definitely could. He must be on that Alistair Uberine diet. Yeah. No way Paulo Costa is all natty. No freaking way. But there's people that swear up and down that Yoel Romero is all natural. Come on, really? Mostly Joe Rogan, who loves to fantasize about genetic freaks. Park really disappointed. You can just see it on his face. He just got rocked really hard, man. That punch that dropped him just rocked him good, and I think he just couldn't recover. Man, that was a long time to freaking read a result from a finish. Eric Gonzalez wins. Good sportsmanship, though. Shaking Park's hand, calls Park back to shake his hand. Yeah, both guys went into this fight pretty confident. Uh, it was nice to see. Park will be back. I have no doubt about that. I mean, especially if what he said about him helping get Combate noticed in Korea is true, then yeah, they're going to love that, because if they can get Combate shown across the Pacific, or if they can bring attention to Combate across the Pacific, that'll help them big time, especially with DAZN, because DAZN's available worldwide. Like they've been internationally for, I don't know, like 5 years now already, and they're just coming to the U.S. in the last year. You know what? I got you. I just remember something, guys. Every time I wear a fighter's shirt to support them, I think I'm cursed. Because the last time I definitely remember wearing a fighter's shirt the night they fought to support them, they freaking lost. From now on, I'm never wearing a fighter's shirt the night they fight. Ever. I'm definitely doing that. That's for sure now. Oh, man, that's depressing. Oh, well. It's one fight. John Smith asks, who do you think would win be Yoel versus Costa? Ooh. If Yoel gets him to the ground, Yoel definitely wins. Standing, I'm still going with Yoel. I mean, Costa hits hard, but I haven't seen any, other than big power, I haven't been that impressed with Paulo Costa. Yes, he has big power, and he knocks people out, but we haven't really seen what he does, like, down the long run in a fight. We haven't seen him struggle in a fight, see how he answers to struggling in a fight. And so we don't know. Yoel would definitely take him into deep waters. Yoel tests fighters. I mean, he takes everyone in deep waters if he doesn't beat the crap out of them. So, yeah, right now, until, I mean, I can't even recall any of Costa's wins. Granted, I don't pay that much attention to him. But, yeah, I still think Costa is mostly hype. Excuse me. Kind of like Johnny Walker is still mostly hype. He hasn't beaten any top 10 guys yet. Johnny Walker also needs to stop hurting himself in the celebrations, though. But Yoel versus Costa goes to the ground. Definitely Costa. If it stays on the feet, can go either way. One thing about Yoel that you can't forget is he just pulls stuff out of his hat, like that flying knee versus Weidman. There's the first round of Park versus Pepper. Second round, they're going to show. Oh, knocked him down with the right. And the right came from his freaking hip, too, man. Anyway, so I think we have one fight left. So one fight left. Jen Sturgis is interviewing Ghost Pepper. Gonzalez saying he knew Park was a run-round fighter. Says he saw he was weak from the weigh-ins, which I never buy into that. But he does have a point about Park being weaker as the fight goes on, historically. Damn. So one fight left. Ladies fight should be the final fight of the night. So they're with Tito again. The commentators are with Tito. So one more fight, guys. Looks like we're on a bit of a break right now. So, hey, you got to pee. Go pee. Smoke if you got them. Showing an advertisement for Canelo versus Jacobs. Damn. Yeah, I think it should be Uruguay versus Espinosa. I think that's the only fight left. Almost positive that's the only fight left. So, check. So Topology is starting to update some of the fights on the event page. Yeah, Espinosa versus Uruguay is the only fight left because they haven't updated Park versus Gonzalez yet. So one fight left, guys. I'm going to go use the restroom real quick, and I'll be back. All right, guys. What? Okay, apparently that's the end of the program. They're not going to televise Yardway versus Espinoza. That's it for DAZN. Well, that's disappointing because why? That sucks. You know, that's freaking disappointing, honestly. Waiting for all these fights. They show the freaking main event an hour into the program. I mean, I don't know. So before I go to bed, I'm going to have one more before I end the stream. I'm switching to some rye whiskey. So this is Rittenhouse Rye. It is another bottled in bond whiskey. So it is 100 proof, aged minimum 4 years. Rye is different from bourbon in that it has to be made of at least 51% rye, which is a grain, and the rest you can use whatever. I do know that Rittenhouse, which is made by, I believe it's made by Heaven Hill Brands. A lot of the remaining grains are corn. Of course, they use malted barley. There's probably some malted rye in there too, but it's a high corn content rye. If you hear the terms high corn rye or high rye bourbon, it just means that they use a large amount of whatever in the remaining ingredients. Of course, you know, the main ingredient has to be at least 51%. So this is minimum 51% bourbon, or rye, rather. A lot of it's corn. And there's probably some malted barley because there's always malted barley in whiskey, unless they use a special different process. So I'm not pouring a whole lot because this stuff's strong too. Very delicious though. So anyway, guys, that's it for Combate Americas, Combate Reinas. I accidentally switched that off. I want to see if there's still boxing on. I doubt it though. Nope, looks like boxing is done. So tomorrow night is both UFC and Bellator 220. 2 ladies fights on the UFC card. I know one is Esparza versus Jandiroba, so 2 former Invicta FC champs facing off. And then the other is Angela Hill versus Jody Escobel. Hill coming in on like a week or two's notice against Escobel to replace Jessica Penny, who again pulled out for injury. I did a preview video for both Esparza versus Jandiroba and McFarlane versus Ortega on Bellator. So if you want, please go check those out. I picked both Esparza and McFarlane to win. Esparza by decision, McFarlane, I believe, by 3rd round submission. Anyway, guys, that's it for the Fight Companion tonight. Thank you to everyone who joined me. We actually had steady numbers between 3 to 5 viewers, which not great, but hey, I don't expect a lot for Combate. It's not that well known to non-Spanish speakers, but hopefully this kind of thing helps it grow because, you know, it's a great promotion, and all but one fight tonight that we know of. There's one fight left to go. untelevised, but all but one fight ended in second round finish. So, when they talk about mucho más action, they mean it in Combate. So, anyway, guys, that's it for me. I'm going to sign out. Thank you for watching. And if you haven't yet, what are you waiting for, guys? Subscribe to WMMA Now, the best, fastest growing, I like to think, women's mixed martial arts dedicated platform on YouTube, because we cover women's mixed martial arts and only women's mixed martial arts, other than the fight companions, which you can't help but cover them in. So I will be at Invicta FC live next week. I won't be broadcasting live, but I will be in attendance. I'll do a preview sometime Thursday night after the weigh-ins. Hopefully it won't get too plastered, unlike last July. Cough, cough. And that's going to be a great event. 8-woman, one-night tournament, Phoenix Rising Series. Winner will be the new Invicta FC strawweight champion. So very much looking forward to that. And I can't wait to get back to Kansas City. It's a great town. And last time I was there, I was sick almost the entire trip. So I barely left the hotel room. So I've got a lot to make up for. So that's it for me, guys. Please like and subscribe. And other than that, have a good night.